I love the minor leagues because you come in contact with players who have been very successful at the college level. Of course, their dream is to play in the NBA, but why are they here? Mm-hmm. It's because they've either been there and come back, come down, and got to recharge and try to get back up to the NBA, or it's part of their dream, climbing the ladder to get there. So I have really enjoyed working with those players, and you get all walks of life. You get guys that are still blaming somebody why they're not in the NBA. You have guys that have deficiencies in their skill set. You've got there's a variation of reasons why they're not in the NBA. So I really like trying to help those guys get back to the next level. Toby Bailey being one, and he'd been with Detroit and Phoenix, but he got tryouts with Golden State and the Spurs, didn't quite make it, but then he went to Spain and made some big dollars, and he'd been out of basketball. Mm-hmm. So that's one example. Fred Vincent, who played in the NBA, played with us, and he was my assistant coach. And when we finished up the season, he got a job with the Clippers. Now he's a shooting coach for New Orleans and really helped turn Lorenzo Ball's game around shooting-wise.
Yeah.
He's the real reason for that. So Samaki Walker played with us, and he was going through some difficult times personally. I think that helped stabilize him. So the minor leagues, to me, is kind of a stopgap where, it gives them a chance to keep playing, staying in shape, get that exposure, that you need video, and try to figure out, what they need to do to get back to whether it's the NBA or good money overseas.
Good memories from playing there, and that was my reason for playing in it. It's the off season. I'm home from my actual season playing overseas. What a better way to make a few bucks, not much, but make a few bucks to do something I would do anyway, because I got to get ready for the next season. Right. And so you're getting the chance to play against guys that, at the very least, they were really good college players that are able to still play. And many of them were like myself, who were playing internationally. And you're talking about some guys that were, had played in the NBA or were going back up to it. I remember playing in Los Angeles, and we had a chance to play against Lamont Murray, who had played in the NBA for a long time, played for the Clippers, and boy, did he light us up. Boy, did he light me up when we got switched out and I had to guard him. And it's just a good reminder of, like, the NBA level, obviously, but even at all of these other levels, how good these guys are.
Yeah.
Like, they can play.
Absolutely.
Is there anything that you want to leave our coaches with? I'll leave you the last word, whether that's a tip, a good memory, unique experience that you had as we finish out this podcast. I know we could talk for hours. This has been a lot of fun.
I would just say, that if you have that passion for the game, man, take it as far as you can, but have balance in your life. Don't become obsessed with it, because there's the business side to it, and there's also, if you've got family, make that a higher priority. Basketball is, it's a wonderful game, but don't let it become bigger than what it is. So my first statement was take it as far as you can. That means, to give it your best, but make sure you still have a balance in life, because, don't sell your soul to the game that it's going to cost you relationships or making bad decisions business-wise. So it's a wonderful game. I have a T-shirt I had made up. It says, "Thank you, Dr. Naismith." Has a picture of him with the peach basket and the ball, and the year that he founded it. I've got like 4 of his books, and I love, everything I've learned about him. He was a wonderful man, and from Canada, and so I always make sure whenever I speak internationally, I don't want to talk about me and my career or my team. I want to talk about Dr. James Naismith, because he's the reason we all have this wonderful game, and it's provided a lot of things for us.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And some great things for us to keep in mind as we finish out this podcast. So, Kurt, thank you for taking the time. And to our coaches that are listening, we hope that you found some fun in this episode. I know a lot of our podcast episodes are much more teaching based, but I had to take the opportunity to talk with Kurt because he has just such a wealth of knowledge and experience. And I'm glad we were able to make this happen. So thanks for listening to Coach's Edge. And as always, get after today.
Recording stopped.
What were the times on these two?